And welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Folake Agunbiade, aka the Customer Seductress, and I'm super excited to be back again in your faces today. If this is your first time, running into this channel, quick question: where have you been? This will be a very good time for you to look below. There's a red button. It's written in red. It says subscribe. Click on it. Yes, you just subscribed. Beside it, there's a bell sign. Click on the bell sign so that you can get a notification every single time I upload a new video. If you're a frequent returner to this channel, woo, woo, woo. 2 hands for you, man. You're the MVPs. You are the reason why I shoot these videos week in, week out. Because if you were not watching, if you were not subscribing, then this channel will be useless. Thank you for always coming back. Don't forget to like. Yes, give us a thumbs up. Don't be stingy with your thumbs up. Comment. Type us a note. What did you learn? What did you like? And share this video with your family and friends. Before you watch today's video, you might do me a quick favor and watch the video before this. Say no when you need to. That's the video. It's right there. Click on it. Yes, watch it before you watch today's episode, because today's episode is part 2 of saying no when you need to. This was a special request by one of our frequent viewers who said this has to have a part 2. So I'm listening to you guys. I'm loving on you guys. I'm doing this with you. So always comment, say something. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want me to talk about. And I will definitely oblige. You know I love you guys. So part 2 of saying no when you need to. I'll start from something I didn't touch in the last video. And why is it so hard to even say the word no? Why is it so hard to say no? You see, a lot of times our bodies and brains are so incredible at protecting us. No is hard to say because no is hard to hear. In recent times, I've had occurrences where I've had to say no to people I love so much. And they didn't understand. It was so hard for them to comprehend. It took them by surprise. They were upset. They were angry. There were a lot of emotions. But having said that, the way of thinking in the world of psychology on why saying no is so hard, saying no is so hard because saying no is so hard to hear, is what is called negative bias. That way of thinking that because people don't want to hear no, you probably wouldn't say it, is what is called negative bias. It refers to how we react when we have negative experiences. You can imagine me deciding not to say no to certain people or certain things in my life because of how this other person reacted when I said no to them. Then I would have formed a negative bias. So your track record of not wanting to say no is because of how people acted when you said no in the past. The feeling is deep. It is stronger when there are negative events rather than when there are positive events. So people say yes to you, but you don't remember that. When you say no to people, you don't like how they make you feel. Negative bias is also the reason why embarrassing events, negative experiences are amplified in your memory and endure so long more than positive ones. When we say no to others, we anticipate that it's going to hurt them. So because of that, we start to say yes rather than no, even to things that hurt us. We get this squeamish, uneasy feeling that pushes us to say yes instead of saying no. Having explained the psychology of what goes on in your mind when you choose to say yes, when you need to be saying no, let's examine why saying no is important. Whether we say yes to avoid conflict or just to get out of the uneasiness that comes with saying no, we are constantly molding ourselves to become people pleasers over the years. The truth is, you can't sustain it forever. After a while, it will take a physical toll on your mental health. When people don't respect your boundaries because you're a people pleaser, they will continue to take advantage of your good nature. They will hurt you. They will disrespect you by their actions because you're always saying yes. Now, I'm not saying you should always say no when you need to say yes. I mean, you need to say no when there is a need to say no to protect your mental health. Saying no to commitments or requests or conversations you don't want to be a part of will set boundaries that keep you from getting drained or burning out. You also need to watch that video, How to Get Out from a Burnout. If you look through my channel, you'll find it. It will help you a lot. And everything that I'm saying about saying no applies to work, applies to family, applies to relationships, applies to friendships, applies to your religious circle, you name it. Saying no at certain times in your life is important. It is deciding to be whole so that you can give the best of you to the people around you. That little word no helps you to also set internal boundaries, what we call self-discipline. It's the no we tell ourselves from doing certain things, from engaging in certain conversations, from being able to not be a part of things that are detrimental to your growth and your well-being. We struggle with no in different areas. If we can't say no to people we can see, how do we handle internal regulation? How do we decide to say no to habits? How do we decide to say no to addictions? If we can't practice it with our external environment, how do you build the resilience muscle of saying no? Whether it's your relationship with food, lack of work-life balance, a harsh reality critic in your space, or just your inner demons, you have to be able to draw that line of saying no in your physical space as much as your internal space. So, if people say no, they usually do it with an ineffective way that comes as an excuse. That's why they get that feeling of guilt when they say no. For example, you say something like, I'd like to help, but I'm pretty busy. The problem with this approach is that it gives the other person an opportunity to continue to ask. Since you are busy this week, how about next week? Being busy sometimes in certain people's lives is not time bound. Their lives is just extremely busy. And explaining that to people around you can be very, very difficult. You must be able to prioritize yourself, understand how important it is for you to be whole. Hence, the tips I gave in the part 1 of this video are important for you to start to apply. I'll be concluding this series on saying no today, and I'd like to give you a personal advice. Saying no helps you become more productive. You need to weigh, you need to align to your goals. The goals for your life are more important than pleasing the people around you. Care for people, serve people, be there for people, but learn to say no when you need to. I hope this video has helped you out. Do me a quick favor. If you're yet to subscribe, look below. Yes, that's the subscribe button. Click on it. Yes, you just subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you can get a notification every single time I upload a new video. If you're yet to like, click the like button. Give me a like now. Be nice. Comment. Share a short note on how this video has blessed you. And share this with your family and friends. Until I come into your faces sometime soon, it's your girl, Folake Agunbiade, the Customer Seductress. I'm out, guys. I love you.